Alright, so now I'm going to talk about tapped harmonics really quick here. And basically, this should be pretty easy to follow if you've gone through the natural harmonics and the artificial harmonics, because it's basically the same theory. The only difference is that we're going to tap the harmonic with our finger on our right hand, or on our plucking hand. So if you're left-handed, it'll be your left hand. And basically, we got our same chart here. The circle is going to represent the finger on our plucking hand. Then the line below that's the string, and then of course below that we get the fingerboard and the fretboard. And let's go with our same example and say this middle fret is the 5th fret. So what you're going to do is you're going to take that finger on your plucking hand and you're going to tap the string all the way down to the fret. And you have to be right above the fret. If it's the 5th fret, you have to be right above the node point. And unfortunately, on a fretted bass, you basically can only tap a node point that is right over a fret, because that's where you're going to get that sound. So you can't on a fretted bass, you can't tap right below the 4th fret or right above the 3rd fret. That's not going to work. It will work on a fretless bass. So okay, we tap down, and right as you tap down, you basically you want to bounce your finger off the fingerboard. So we stayed on that way too long there. You want to basically bounce it very quickly off of it, and that'll cause the string to resonate at the tone of that harmonic. So the cool thing about tapped harmonics is we can move them around just like we do with artificial harmonics. So you can finger a note. You can finger a note with your left hand and then find all the node points above that and tap them with your right hand. And you have basically infinite possibilities for harmonic notes that you can tap. And you get a different sound, so it's kind of just a cool, different kind of harmonic. So if you got a fretless bass, however, you can tap at any node point, whether it falls right on a fret or before a fret or after a fret or wherever it is. So that's pretty cool. And to do that, you basically do the same thing. You just take it all the way down to the fingerboard and then bounce off the fingerboard. And that's it. I mean, it's pretty straightforward. Except for that you got to find the node point. That's a little different, but it's actually probably easier than with artificial harmonics, because you're doing it right on the fingerboard. But the motion of the bouncing will be the thing that might be a challenge for you. Yeah, and that'll take some practice. And what I like to do, I like to anchor my thumb on my I like to anchor the thumb on my plucking hand on top of the fingerboard and then tap with my fingers. And so I'll show you more of that in the live video coming up.